I like to write and explain, right? So that you
Yeah.
get my point.
Go
Hitting
open
the because
open your own school. Go open your own school. Start your own school. Rookie, I beg continue. Leave this man.
Yeah.
you guys would know this, they give us 5 choices to become somebody: doctor, accountant, lawyer, engineer.
Podcaster.
And what's the fifth one? You guys would know the fifth one.
Podcaster.
No, the fifth one is useless. So,
There's burial, there's child education,
do people enjoy themselves at funerals? Come on.
People do now.
Why you do like this? Funeral better for do now. Even if sure, I see the talk. Now read bedroom when the show should be now.
When the bed do they enter body.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Diaspora Chatter, the #1 podcast in the world. Here we talk about life in diaspora. We are 3 Nigerians here in the United States, but we are Nigerians in heart. So we have different perspective of life in Nigeria and here in the United States, and we're here to just chat, talk about our life experience, give advice, anything that comes to our mind. I'm joined by my 2 co-hosts here, Mosi and Otis. What's going on, guys?
Hey, it's glad to be back as always. Thank you to our altruistic audience for your support. It's really invigorating to see that support, and we want to continue to bring out reasonable content so that we get your support. And thank you.
Reasonable content.
I don't know. It's supposed to edit that part.
I'm
I'm short of words today, but probably
kidding.
the last one was better.
Mosi,
Reasonable.
what's up?
Or would I say entertaining? We'll put it that way.
All right, hi guys.
I,
Happy to be back. Yeah, well, thank you for your support so far. We see your comments, see your subscriptions, we see everything. We appreciate you guys, and I just wanted to say that in our last episode, we kind of, I mean, maybe when we recorded and everything, but we just want to say Happy Independence Day, Nigeria. So that's why
yeah.
this jersey.
That's
So
why you're wearing that jersey, huh?
yes,
That's awesome.
so
So
Yeah.
happy birthday,
did you
Nigeria.
go for any of the celebration in the US?
My brother, I'm not going anywhere. I didn't walk. I beg. I did also.
Okay.
I'm supporting her in spirit. I mean, I was rooting
Okay,
for her.
that's
I'll be
fine. That's
honest.
good.
I'll be honest. The date passed me by. I did not. It wasn't like
That's
2 days
too,
later. I saw
If
people
yeah,
talking
too much
about it.
stuff.
if not be say you be
It
host,
was,
before driving for this podcast.
it was the work day, so probably
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
why. It was the
yeah.
work day. It was a work day of the week.
Nah.
Yeah.
All right, Ninja. So today we're going to talk about things that abroad will never teach you. Right.
Interesting.
So yeah. You were the one who suggested this, so let's see. So first question I ask you guys, what did Nigeria actually prepare you for that you did not appreciate before?
Should I go
Mostly you can
first?
go first. Yeah, mostly you
Ah,
go first.
that's an interesting one. Thinking about it now, that's the thing. So one thing I just was this is I'm diverting, right? But we always allow Rookie direct the program, so he just comes up with the question. So that's why it always seems like we're always struggling to start off, right? So, what did Niger teach me? I think I would say problem solving. Like the way I mean, for someone like me that spent a good chunk of my life in Nigeria, you have to deal with NEPA issues, you have to deal with road wala, you have to. I mean, literally, you want to if they bring lights, you gotta charge your phone quickly before the lights go. There's no guarantee that light will stay. Those things tend to help you to solve problems that if you grow up here, basically no problems for you, right? Yeah, it's a given. It's your right, kind of. In Nigeria, it's a privilege. So I think that really helped me settle in here very fast. So, for instance, when the first time I experienced like, oh my, no kids can't go to school because roads, this one, that one, winter, road, all those kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I didn't go into what is the government? Why is the road not clean? I'm more of, how I go do am to survive, what do I need to do? Well, quickly go and get winter boots and stuff like that. So I think that's more like it, yeah. So problem solving. I think because of my strong Niger background, nothing really phases me here.
Yeah,
Really,
yeah.
yeah.
That's
So,
true.
Yeah.
just to reiterate the obvious, Rookie, the question was, what did Nigeria teach you that's not that's unuseful in the US, correct?
That is
Yeah,
useful
yeah,
here.
Okay.
yeah.
That is useful?
Yes, useful. That has helped you settle
That
fast.
that
Yeah.
prepared you. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. I would say this. Nigeria taught me to be scrupulous, or kind of my personality. I'm a scrupulous person.
Nigeria did not teach you these big words.
Nigeria taught me actually
My brother, they say Nigeria
Sorry.
scrupulous.
I bet. Tell us what's scrupulous.
principled.
Okay.
This just comments was Nigeria.
Okay.
So Nigeria taught me focus and achieve your goals. And there's this popular saying that in Nigeria they always give, you guys would know this. They give us five choices to become somebody: doctor, accountant, lawyer,
Or
engineer. And
podcaster.
what's the fifth one? You guys would know the fifth one.
Podcaster.
Look at our podcast.
No, the fifth one is useless. So I love Nigeria so
No,
much. They give you that option.
disappointment. I say fifth one is disappointment.
Disappointment, useless. They give you the option, like, okay. So it made me that, and as a matter of fact, I had to choose. I was vacillating between maybe being a medical doctor or going to school for engineering. So I went to school for civil engineering. So that focus, that drive, that act of being principled, coming into the US and being self-organized, self-sustaining, I was able to come in here. And one of the being principled, I was able to plan my time, right?
Mm.
Over here was easier. When you come here, the boss comes at a certain time, you go to work at a certain time. It's not like Nigeria time or like, oh, it's mostly there or things like that. You got to be certain places at certain time. If not,
Oh yeah,
you
like if you have like event, if you do African time, it will start without you. Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
that 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 principle in Nigeria really helped me settle, and the goals they set for you when over there we're already giving these goals. You got to be those four things and nothing the less. Even though sometimes they didn't have project manager, you could be a project manager and still do well. And again, those were what were rife at the time. So if you are doing one of those professions, you could always succeed in life. So
Mm.
I would say the synopsis of it, Nigeria taught me how to be successful, how to strive for continuous excellence and provide exceptional contribution in whatever I do.
Ah. So you're a very successful engineer now, huh?
Unfortunately,
So
I'm
much.
not.
Ah, for real?
Unfortunately, maybe we'll talk about that. I have the degree, I have it, a
Yeah.
master's in the highway, but I don't know.
All right,
I
but
think three of us are engineers.
you're a successful podcaster, though. So
I pray. All right.
were you
That's a
about to say
good
you
one.
pray? Were you about to say you pray?
I said I pray. I pray.
I
You
told
If
know,
you.
you're
that's a common.
watching, yeah,
Guys, go and watch our last episode. I told you
yeah.
when he read, yeah, he just said,
I said
it
I'm
came out
incognito.
naturally. It came out
It's,
naturally.
inc- it's incognito.
Ah,
Incognito.
Yeah, good
Okay.
one. So for me, kind of similar to what you guys are saying, in particular was education. I feel like, man, Nigeria education system was very rigorous.
it is. It
Like,
is.
man,
It is.
very rigorous. With you go JSS1, JSS2, JSS3, you take that exam, you'll be taking those exams that you have to memorize everything you've learned. Here, like the kids, they all they got to do is just memorize like that one small slice of things they learned. Like the education system here was just like a walk in the park. So when I went to even university here, like some of the courses I was taking, I was like, oh, I've already taken some of all these ones in Nigeria. Like, so I feel like the education system in Nigeria was so rigorous. It
Mhm.
made it made things much simpler here. You know that discipline, right? Of like studying, you will study to till you
Yeah, yeah, and you're forgetting about the conditions of that study.
condition.
So it's not
So
like you are
we candle,
studying. Yeah,
yeah,
you study with candles, sometimes
yeah,
lantern, have you?
lantern,
Yeah,
yeah.
rechargeable lights,
Oh,
all
oh
those
man,
conditions, and then I mean, some teachers or lecturers or whatever you want to call them, if you no come till maybe 2 weeks to exam, then they'll bring everything for the session for the term or semester
But
at once, and you are still expected to deliver and all those things. So
hmm,
yeah, when you come to a system that works, it's just easy, really.
yeah,
see,
yeah.
I'm kind of on on the other side.
Oh
In
really?
Nigeria, they write as the rigorous system. I enjoyed it because they say describe mostly with the aid of a diagram. So when you go into the hall, some people you just look around. Some people they have gotten bad grade because they're unable to pass. Over here, I struggled with the multiple choice. Say in engineering, you're solving something and you miss a step. You just lose 2 marks for that step. Each has its pros and its cons, and every other thing you get a mark. Here, if I go shade A instead of B, my analysis doesn't count. It doesn't mean I don't know that. So it was challenging me during my graduate degree, the multiple choice stuff. I don't know, Iruki, if you or any of you had that.
Nah, man.
Maybe I don't know book now. You know book.
No, you don't book now. Maybe you speak English, sis.
Yeah, yeah.
You speak
English.
English and you get multiple choice.
You were
I beg,
focusing. You were
let's
focusing too
continue,
much on the
Jerry.
English. You were
I
focusing too
It's
much
like
on
not,
the English.
instead of her to go to
I
read
like
book,
I like to
they read
write. I
right.
like to write and explain, right? So I
Yeah.
get my point.
Go
Hitting
open
the
go
because
open
if
your
you,
own school. Go open your own school. Start your own school. Rookie, I beg, continue. Leave this man.
Yeah. So, after being here for however long you guys have been here, how would you say abroad has changed you? Would you even say it has changed you for the better or for the worse?
Uh, you
um
want me to- okay.
Yeah,
no, Moti, go ahead
most of you
first.
go.
You seem
Yeah.
to have
Well,
competence of this topic more than I do.
so how's abroad changed me? I would
Hmm.
say a lot, right? I would say a lot. First of all, the number one thing I think that has changed about me is to respect people's time, right? Even though I was not very guilty of that, I don't think, oh, maybe people that know me might say I was, but I don't think I was ever guilty of that back home in Nigeria. But here, I've learned to appreciate it even better. So if someone tells me, like we talked about color people time and all that, right? Even apart from that, in general, I live a very scheduled life now as against in Nigeria where you could be lapsed in some kind of things. Let's say, for instance, I'm supposed to take my kids for an event. Maybe they are normal events, right?
Hmm.
And I know that that is supposed to be on my plate here. So my life, there's nothing I'm going to. If let's say, for instance, I'm going to do by between 3 and 5 p.m. Anything that makes me not to be ready by 2:30 p.m. I know that the teacher or the person or the coach or whatever is not going to wait for me because maybe I'm the biggest donor to the PTA meeting or whatever. That event starts at 3. It ends at 5. Full stop. Nobody cares who you are or how much you have or all those things. But for Nigeria, there's that flexibility. If you call teacher, maybe teacher and your guys, say my bros, I beg, I just have no try. Those kind of things. So events are in everything you do, you learn to respect time. You like even at work, you know that if the meeting is also start at 10, if you don't show up at 10, nobody's going to wait for you. Even if you are the
Yeah.
boss, most of the time, every place I've worked, even if you are the boss, that meeting is expected to go on without you, right?
You just
Yeah,
reminded me. Sorry, not to
yeah.
cut you off. You reminded me
Mm,
my wedding because I got married here
mm,
and it was at the at the Oyibo church.
mm,
The time, right? It had a set time.
mhm, mhm.
It started at that time, but there's some people who showed up, strolling late. It
And
was done. It was
yes,
done.
so that if
you
there's
know.
something that has changed about me, it's time.
Yeah.
Like now, if I tell you I'm going to call you at this time, I call you, you don't pick. Maybe one more call, I'm done. I'm going to the next because that's next. Maybe I allocated 5 minutes to you. I expect that if you are not available for that 5 minutes, you cannot come and take on that person's time. Even when you go cut your hair, if your time slot is 10 to 10:45 or 11, If you like go there by 10:30, they might tell you, "Oh, I can't take you anymore," or maybe one ad
Mm-hmm.
hoc guy has come to replace you. I think they usually give you like a 10 minute. If you have an appointment, you get like a 10 minute.
Yeah.
It's even for a restaurant you're going to eat. You would
Mm-hmm.
make a reservation. If you're not there for the first 15 minutes, it's gone. So I respect time, and I think that's one thing that has really changed about me. And my brothers
Our
really
brother's
changed it.
junior. All right.
Mhm.
Nice, nice,
So,
nice.
so for me, it make you harness your myriad of potentials because back home it was like you have to get in to go to school to become successful, and success is a broad topic. It doesn't streamline to only financial. So for me, again, it's about harnessing your potential. Think how you can succeed, how you can make an impact in the world and to society, to the society, and to yourself, to your family and friends. I think that's it for me. That was quite short. I didn't want to just piggyback on a lot of things you said, but it makes you go over and see, can I do this? Can I do
Yeah,
that? These are things explore,
yeah,
and makes
yeah,
you.
yeah. If you don't mind, yeah, what you said now, yeah, I know you're kind of wrapped up, but you even reminded me of something now. Here,
Hmm.
I think one of the things that will first remind you that I mean you're no more in Nigeria, right? Is the fact that if you buy a furniture, any kind of furniture, oh my guy, you go carry screwdriver, you go on YouTube, you go
DIY.
DIY. You know, DIY here is really big, right? So that's on something else. So when you're saying you are not your potential, you realize that maybe instead of being a civil engineer, you just be plumber because man, you are
Oh
very
yeah.
good. Yeah, you are very good in, in clearing clogged pipes. You know, but you're true
Mm-hmm.
now. Everything. I mean, I dey change car oil now. For Nigeria, you're there now. You guy how far country. Oh, but you see the talk abroad. Don't worry, you go learn and you learn the hard way.
Yeah, there's one funny thing. Since you mentioned that, you've just made me had an epiphany about cutting off hair. It was like when moving here, some people like, hey, it's $20 to cut my hair. I wouldn't do that. But that was kind of probably a long time ago. It was like 7, 10, 15. Some people just go cut their hair themselves because that's harnessing your potential. You're like, hey, in Nigeria, whereby you could go $500, 1,000 back then, or 200 naira, or 150 naira back then. So, like, oh, what am I
Yeah,
doing this stuff for? So it brings out a lot. And again, like I
I know what
mentioned,
I'm
it
laughing.
becomes scrupulous. You go to the supermarket, why do I need this? You question yourself, do I really need this? Rather than just picking this, picking that. You're like, no, we don't need this. Do I need six? Do I need 3 cans of water? It makes you go on a budget. You're really principled. Essentially, you become frugal. People don't think when you're
Yeah.
frugal, you're stingy. It's two different
That's
things.
ninja. It's just
Yeah,
you even
frugal is to be scrupulous. I'm
yeah,
frugal.
yeah, even what you said now, I'm sure you've forgotten when I first moved here. There was a call we had initially when I came here. I was like, man, God, go buy clipper. And he was like, oh, why? I was like, man, cutting hair. I was asking how to cut my hair, it's only 30 bucks. I'm like, what? The whole clipper is only $16. Why will I not have you were not laughing at me? I don't worry, guy, calm down. You still cut your hair when you need to cut it. And if you
So
want
do
to do it
you,
yourself, you can.
so do you guys cut your own hair?
No, I shave
I do
myself most
not.
times, but I can't cut my
Oh,
hair now. I,
I
I
cut.
can't.
So I mean, I cut my own hair. I probably
Is it?
that's why it's not the best. Edit that part out.
Oh,
No, no, but but you're right. The whole like trying to do things yourself. Yeah, I mostly cut my hair by myself. Just
yeah, which is not bad. I mean, if
yeah,
it's okay.
yeah,
Me, I shave
yeah,
myself. My
yeah,
own is more like I'm so busy these days that
yeah. It's
I want
very
to go to
hairy.
the salon and shave. I'm like, if I really don't, so if I want to just shave, I do myself.
Mhm.
I have a clipper.
Yeah,
But if I need to like maybe just make it look good, maybe side
yeah.
and
Job interview or something.
no, even these days now, because say person don't day in office and all that. If not,
Hmm.
those days of remote, but all I cared about there was my face looks neat and I wear a shirt. I feel even
Yeah,
wear pants
yeah.
because my boxers and should be not here and they see for the this thing, and I'm
Hmm.
doing the job. I don't understand. My room door is locked, So
Yeah, the DIY for me, that's yeah for me too. Even like recently, I started growing things in the back of my house, like growing
That's it.
tomatoes and pepper because I'm like, I make so much stew. I got to start making, growing some of these things, man, you know?
And the potential harnesses the cost of labor, right? It's kind
Mm,
of cheaper in Nigeria. You could get a help, or you could get a
Oh yeah.
chauffeur or driver. Yeah,
Mm.
you got to pay minimum wage. The other incentives like bonus, health insurance. So it becomes enormously expensive for
Ah,
you.
mhm.
you just reminded
to
me of you just reminded me of my commute for tomorrow when you say driver, man. What I would give to have a driver right now, man. God damn.
Imagine, uh, yeah.
Oh,
I did
yeah.
Nigeria for risk, but yeah, man. But if you pay, I did mad. I go put this
Yeah.
driver work self. What's happen?
Eh,
Right? That's the thing,
Or,
right? It's
or
like
I
people
don't
end up doing,
alternatively, even going on Uber, it's maybe like in Nigeria, you have options. You could just pay somebody to come pick you up in their car. Now, for an hour commute, Uber is going to depend on where you're going. It's going to charge you 80, $120, or
Wow.
so that's a lot. That's one way. Coming back, you're like, like you mentioned earlier, I'll drive myself rather than paying that amount.
My brother.
mhm,
I go even drive you
mhm.
yourself. What's happen? You
So
give me the
mostly,
money, man.
I'm
Yeah.
hiring a chauffeur.
Man, this guy
So
show me
send
the
the
money, man.
application.
You pay me more than I'm getting paid right now. I'm good. I'll drive you. What's happen? I'll go watch you. I'll carry your bag, safe. Let's see happen. I'll be money.
So has being here and abroad, has that changed your perspective on money or the value of money? Would you say?
For me, again, it made you scrupulous. You kind of, it's just like what you want and what you need.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sometimes I think I sometimes live my life with two sayings: eat and remember tomorrow, and eat and let tomorrow worry about itself. That's when I'm excited because you only live
Those
once.
two things seem
And
like they conflict against each other.
they do, because if you live, I heard something somewhere, if you live a good life, you won't
Mm,
want to come back and live it again. So in being managing money, some people are miserly, but it depends to each their own. But it makes
mm.
you, do I need this? And when I mean need this, do I want this?
Mm-hmm.
Once in a while, you need to go on a vacation. You need to visit places. I know I've gone around.
That's
Fine, it's
another.
not
That's an
luxury.
interesting. Sorry, vacation's
No,
an
go ahead.
interesting one too. I feel like. I mean, I guess I was younger when I left Nigeria, so I couldn't be going on vacation. But I feel like here in the US,
Atlanta here.
people have time. People
Fine,
have more
correct.
vacations, not just US in UK, diaspora. In Nigeria, I don't remember seeing people like just going to relax or have more vacation.
They
Um,
do.
or
It's just that
holiday.
they don't have to
Well, actually,
travel,
they call it holiday there. They call it
because
holiday vacation. Yeah, yeah.
each to each their own. Everybody is different. I remember when we were younger there, we didn't go. I don't remember going from one state to another state to have fun. When you're on
Mm-hmm.
holiday, you call a group of friends, you sit down, make some food, have some drinks, cook. That's just about it. It
That's
was
about
more about the conversations and communication rather than going over here. It's kind of different. People want to see different part of the world. Going to we go see the Eiffel Tower, go to the, even yes, Hoover Dam, or go to somewhere
Yeah, even within the
in
US,
Italy.
yeah, just go to see Grand Canyon, you go to see
Yeah,
the
the Grand
Niagara
Canyon.
Falls, those kind
That's
of
on my
things.
that's on my bucket list actually. Grand Canyon. Yeah. So I mean, speaking of vacations, I'm trying to respond to what you just said. I think for us here, it's kind of really a thing because of um I don't know if that's the first reason, but I think one of the reasons why it's a thing here is because first of all, you have the earning power, or you have
Mm,
the access to funds to do it. If I want
mm,
to go on vacation right now, today, I just have to dust on credit card and book my flight.
mm,
You understand? In Nigeria, nobody credit card is not a thing. You need to have the actual funds to do it. That's number one.
mm,
Secondly, do you have access to outside the places you want to go? From the US, you can literally go everywhere. But from Nigeria,
mm.
when you think of the visas that you apply for visa, maybe no, you first start from
But
Nigeria.
not even like outside. What if within Nigeria
Nigeria.
itself? Let's say you want to go
Well,
from Lagos to
that's the thing.
Abuja
That's the thing. What
to
that's
Jos.
if, for that. Yeah, for that one, the other
Yeah,
issue, security. The first issue, most likely these days, is security. Right? Are you even
yeah.
if you want to use road, because that's probably cheaper. If you go
Yeah.
dive you, that's number one. Another issue is we don't really have a very good tourism culture, and we don't preserve all these. We don't have monuments. There was time I was talking to Otis, I was like, "What is the standout monument in Nigeria? What will you see that you say, oh, this is Nigeria? Is it Lagos, Danfo,
Oluma Rock.
You say
Olumoro?
Asoro.
How many people know? Yeah, I don't know. If I wake up from sleep, will I see Olumoro? Will I know that this is Olumoro? Do you understand? That's the point I'm trying to make. If you see Avatar, you see George Washington Monument, all those things, you know. But
Statue of
even as
Liberty.
a Nigerian, I'm very sure a lot of Nigerians, if they see a picture of Olumoro, they can just say, this is Olumoro. Do you understand?
Mhm.
So our tourism culture, we don't really preserve our stuff. All the things we read in social studies, Yankee Game Reserve, this one, that one, there's no day again. Do you understand? There are no day security issues, government policy, whatever. Those are the issues. So and another thing that for Nigeria, so I think the first issue with vacationing in Nigeria might most likely be security within Nigeria. You said most likely
Mm.
security issues, and then secondly, Nigerians have too many events that they can go and enjoy themselves. There's wedding, there's burial, there's child education, there's child education,
Do people
there's
enjoy themselves at
There's,
funerals? Come
there's
on.
oh, people do now.
why you do
People,
like this? Why you do like this? What are better to do now? Even if sure. What you dey talk? Now rig bedu, man. The show should be now. The guy should go. You just say this. You know,
there's
there's,
card dedication.
there's card education. There's
Oh yeah, we did talk.
there, there-
I said,
eh, there's 6 months birthday. They will do 6 months birthday. They do 1 year. They do 1.5 year.
Are
All
you
those
serious?
things.
People
They do,
celebrate six
oh
months birthday?
yes, sir, they do now. Then you will see
they
the one
say
where
there's one funny thing I saw. They say Nigeria would
so
drink, would celebrate, say nothing bad happened. They would
yeah.
drink,
So
say something bad happened.
bro, when you close from working in America, you can say you do happy hour. How many hours we happy hour? For Nigeria, some men day when
Wow.
you get every day when they go boost your guys. So when you don't do all those things, you also say you want to go vacation inside the same Nigeria. Going for a wedding on that state is as good as vacation. Now. There's no time you now create special time again. So I think
Mhm.
that maybe it's just the security system and the security condition of Nigeria, and then the cultural things.
Mhm.
Yeah, here it's a thing now. You know,
Yeah.
vacation is a big deal because you work so hard. You go work. So that vacation time is the only time you're off work. And some people say no get that vacation because that vacation they use that and work for their second job.
Yeah,
So
because
yeah,
some jobs will even offer to pay you a little bit more if you
yeah, to
work
stay,
on
you
vacation,
know.
like during Christmas or Thanksgiving, you get time and a half or something.
Yeah, no, so I think it's more of a cultural thing, Sha, for that one.
Yeah,
Yeah. Mhm.
yeah. All right. Any before we close out, any other closing thoughts on things that abroad has things that abroad will
Uh,
never teach you?
things abroad would never teach you.
Yeah, I think we've touched most of the main things.
Yeah, but then again, it's kind of interesting. Now I think I'm also having an epiphany because if you don't have a foundation, you're just coming over here. It's going to be challenging.
Yeah.
It's not impossible because you just coming here with a goal. This is
Hmm.
what I want to be. Not sometimes, oh, it's money. I want to come. I will work 3 hours, work 4 jobs and stuff. After a while, it gets exhausting. That
Hmm.
it's not by working hard. It's working smart.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
So.
like Nigeria said, say, truck push and I for don't get money passive that by hard work. Use your brain to do a lot of stuff and mixing up with the right people. Even in Nigeria, you come here, you fraternize, you bootleg sometimes. That's to get you bootleg. It's all about trying to achieve your goals.
Hmm.
So again, that's just what if you have a great foundation, it prepares you, and when you come, you blend in into the system. There are some things you might see some things that are kind of different or kind of
Hmm.
absurd. You cannot it's like it's perplexing, but you'd be like, okay, you go into a conundrum, but you're like, okay, I'll figure this out. All right. So
Yeah.
that's just it for me.
Yeah. So I just thought of something. I was back when COVID started. I have a confession to make. When COVID started,
Let me go wear my Roman collar so that I can take your confession. Just kidding. Just
um,
messing with you. I'm joking.
no, what was I gonna say? Oh, back when COVID started, I didn't, I didn't think it would affect me too much because I was from Nigeria.
Ah.
I don't know. I felt
Uh,
like growing up in Nigeria after being sick so many, from all the malaria, typhoid. I feel like I've had every form of
immune system is strong.
illness. My yeah, Nigeria prepared me like pre- Nigeria prepared my immune system to be able to handle anything. So like when the COVID was coming, I was like, I felt like I'll be fine. This is just I'm not trying to minimize the severity, but in my mind, I was thinking Nigeria already prepared me for this.
But did you end up getting COVID at all?
So funny enough, I did not get COVID for the longest time
Yeah.
until I had COVID for the first time this year.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I remember you said it.
yeah, yeah,
Early this year.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I was starting to feel like invincible, like, but somehow COVID finally caught up with me this year. So
Okay.
I don't.
Oh
Okay,
yes.
Mosi, how about you? What are your closing thoughts?
Well, my closing thoughts. What Nigeria? I mean, Nigeria generally, as I said earlier, like Nigeria prepared me to like complain less, right? I don't take anything as a right. I see everything as a privilege. So yeah, that's
Mm,
that's how,
that's a
that's
good
how I
one.
approach everything. Yeah, I don't. Nothing's a right. And I tell my kids that all the time, right? The fact that there's a constitution or there's one thing that said, my brother, just know that at the end of the day, you don't want to be a statistic. You don't want to be the one that they're showing on the news and they're using as an example. And two parties are fighting and saying, we must keep this guy, we must chase this guy.
Mm,
No, so I just do what's right. Stay within within on the right side of the law. Do me. But one thing Nigeria that's something Nigeria taught me to never take anything as a right, but a privilege, and I appreciate it all the time and do my best to enjoy it. So and that's how I live my life, and I encourage anybody out there, just always remember that you can become a statistic, and you don't want to be caught in that web of
hmm.
yeah, no, so they're supposed to, and so they're supposed to. Okay, this is no matter.
Yeah,
Just live your life as quick, as cleanly, and as peacefully as possible. That's my closing
yeah.
thought.
All
Happy
right.
birthday, Naja, again.
Very well said. So, for those of you watching or listening,
Mhm.
you can just leave a comment down below. If you live here in the US or UK or Canada, wherever, just let us know what you think. What are some of the things that abroad is, things that abroad will never teach you. So just
Yeah,
leave a comment, chat there. We read all the comments,
I will
so we
respond as well.
respond.
Respond
We
as
read
well.
and we respond. So yeah, we appreciate it. And if you're watching this for some reason and you're not subscribed, it's free. Click the subscribe button there so you're notified whenever we post a new episode. You watch it. And if
Yeah,
you have any suggestions about anything you want us to
talk about.
chat
Yeah.
about, you can also put it in the comments too. All right.
Yeah, so
Suggestion.
just last thing, I beg. I know the Otis is Mr. Big English and my host is the sub 2 guy, but I beg my own. I beg more than subscribe. I beg. And I beg watch. And I beg I did. I beg. Thank you. Peace and love.
Would you say, please subscribe for those audience who don't understand Pidgin English?
I
if
beg
you
get
don't
out.
understand,
Get out. Get out. Get out.
if you don't understand pidgin English, I don't know what you are doing here.
Uh,
Okay.
Go and learn. Go and learn.
All right. Take
All
care,
right.
guys.
All right. Take
Thank
care.
you, everyone. We appreciate you.